Somewhere. Somewhere foreign. Where are we, John? Somewhere foreign?
I think we're at South Tuna.
What's this? What's that?
Bit of sun. That'll be my new toy.
That's your new toy. You bought an HQ, did you? Cheering. Freo, 4-bolt main. Not the what?
Not the orange.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. Cheering. Boy, look at your interior. That's me. You're going to leave that? You're going to do velvet roof?
At least velvet, if not.
Don't move it, so he moves it. What do you got going on there, champion? I call you Dom Toretto with this car. Look at that, that's Dom Toretto spec. That's pretty horny, eh? So, got the exhaust in, extractors, blower's getting mounted now. I'm here to cut the bonnet out. And then basically it's wiring, water pump.
Injector pump.
Yeah, injector pump. You're doing that, you're doing an Enderley, so it's going to be mechanical. Yep. Quite obviously. Radiator. Are we going to run off the extractors or are you going to do full exhaust?
Oh, it depends what they say for the message, man.
Well, I guess we could just tie up into the current exhaust that it has now.
Yeah.
I'll just make that work.
It's about that long to join, about that long to
Yeah.
join.
So do that just for some of us and then probably just make some dumps off the extractors and just point them down and then come down Tough Street like rap, rap, rap. Like light them up. Bit of interior work. It's just to get it to some of that in this point in time. Throw it all together. Put bigger tyres on the back of it because why not? And absolutely blow the tyres off it at some of that and blow a head gasket because it's a 304. But it's a good 304. It's a 4-bolt main. This was copying the 355 kit, but then something changed. What's that?
Carpet.
Oh, it's carpet.
Carpet, isn't it?
I reckon you could fly away on this. Is it a magic carpet? Fully magic carpet with a blower.
Well, they could expect a magic carpet.
Has it got a blower valve on it? So yeah. Put the bonnet on, we're going to cut it out. Going to cross thread every bolt. Nature's Loctite. Yeah. Let's do that. Still cutting. Obviously it's not going to be that tight. Now just going to cut the snout out. I've had to cut out the back for the fuel lines. But that's what you get when you get a blown injector car, eh, Johnny? All right, and I keep saying it, but that would put a horn on a jellyfish and would make a black man blush. Just wish you didn't have to go around the throttle linkages, or butterfly linkages, so that wasn't so crazy, but hey, it is what it is. Nice and tight, obviously a bit more clearance when the time comes to actually fitting it all up. Maybe the blower belt might hit in some places, but for the most part, that's pretty well the greatest part of life. That's dead sexy. Just look at it, man. Oh, that's cranky ass. Bigger tyre on the rear, hey. Big chungus beef steak. Anywho. We're gonna go jack off to this for a couple of minutes.
Alright guys, we're going to pause that video there. We'll get to showing you that car later on. But for now, we're going to introduce you to another one. If you follow the socials, you've probably seen it. It's not my car. It's not Oliver's car. It's not my father's car. But it's my partner's car. Righto? So welcome, Torana.
All right, so this Torana, previously known as Overdose. Overdose. You may have seen it. It never had a reverse cowl. Had probably a big and ugly injector hat up to here.
If I take this off, you can see what's left of a bonnet.
That's what used to be in there. So previously known as Overdose, it was a tough as nails, still is tough as nails. I think it was a big block Chev, wasn't it?
Yeah, big block Chev, methanol. Might have been even bigger than an 871.
Insert clip of Overdose at Heathcote. So, Jordana's bought it to put in her motor, which is
a 355. Now, I've already gotten a lot of backlash for this. But you got to remember, she hasn't driven cars that we've driven. She hasn't driven VYSS's and gone gutter to gutter. She's driven an NAVL and her daily, right?
She skidded your VE once.
Right? It's not a street car. It's, as everyone knows, the drag racers will understand. You've got massive slicks. And obviously we're not going to be running that tall of a slick. It's going to be a lot smaller. A lot of people will understand, a lot of drag racers will understand that you can't just hop into a car like this. I mean, a lot of people do. It works for them. But I don't want to put my partner in a car with a big block or whatever. A, because I can't afford it, and B, because it's pretty dangerous. So it's going to be 355 for now. Naturally aspirated. Let me turn this bad boy over.
So this was supposed to be the original running gear out of, if anyone knows us, the Rodeo that our dad built for us when we were 15. So this is the internals, I guess. That was supposed to be in your VN after it was supposed to be for the Rodeo.
Yes.
And 360 circle, 355.
Fun fact, I was going to do this motor. This is the VN block. I was going to do this motor with the blower that's on the HQ. Dad bought that off me so I could buy some stuff. And I kept the stroker kit. And here we are.
So is it Larry Perkins?
Larry Perkins pistons. Scat crank. Unsure if rolls. I don't know. Dad knows it.
Yeah. So our dad is a mechanic, has been for now 40 years. Got out of the game a while ago, but mechanic for basically majority of his life. He's building the motor, and it's going to be a stoutish, cranky-ish 355. It's not going to be a full race motor. Enough to try and get this thing into the nines with a person like Jordana in the car is going to be plenty. Like, I'd race a 10-second VY and a 10-second VX, and it was unreal. So for Jordana to step in this car, and it's a whole different ball game because it's a slick car as well. So you got to start somewhere. The internet's going to shit on you. We don't care. Tell us what we don't already know. Oh, the motor's needs to be a big block Chev because of the car it used to be. Oh well, it is what it is now. It might end up like that again when Torana's comfortable in the car.
Well, maybe if you share the videos, like, comment and whatnot, we'll be able to afford one.
Yeah, so make us famous or something.
But yeah, this is it. This is, if you haven't seen the Instagram and whatnot, this is the car. It's pretty tough. If you go on Holden Nationals videos on YouTube,
Even their shirts. This was the cover photo for their shirt.
Yeah.
At one stage, I think it was with Agro 64, wasn't it?
Could be, yeah.
No, it was a Torana, wasn't it?
There's an awesome match race between those two.
Tough as.
And it's awesome.
So for now, there's obviously a couple of things we got to fix up on the car. Not because it's wrong, but because it just needs to be suited to our application. Or sorry, Torana's application. So right now we're working on the back of the car. I used to have this bar in here, sitting about there, tied into there for the chutes. Had to cut that out to fit in the fuel cell that's going in there.
This bad boy.
So that's out of the Merc. Recycling parts, reusing them means you have more money to spend on other things, so don't at us for that. I believe the fuel cell used to be in the front because it was a methanol car and it probably just had a little...
We've still got the tank in there.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
fabricated tank.
I did not see that.
I'm not sure if it's the overflow or not. But
Probably-
if you take the bottom off, we're going to have a look.
Probably a meth tank. Wow. Yeah, I think that would be a meth... Would it? Well, yeah, it's got breathers. Is it? Or is it a catch can? I'd say that, like, there's no oil depository in there. Deposits? There's no signs of oil in there. And it doesn't smell like anything. I'd say that's methanol. But yeah, it had the old exhaust exits. Got the guard. Standard chassis rail to the front. Standard Torana chassis rail. Rack and pinion steering. And the cage that goes to the front. Engine plates. Obviously have to probably change them, bring them forward because it's for a big block. And yeah, I guess just tackle it as what we need. Change things what we need. Don't change too much stuff, but it's already got a cage in it.
I mean, if you had a look at the back, it's got a competition engineering sheet metal 9-inch. I mean, competition engineering 9-inch, strange
Coilovers.
and
It's got the Willwood brakes.
Willwood brakes. I mean, and for what we paid for it, and a lot of you saw what it was advertised for,
It's a steal
you can't build this car.
for that price.
Even if there's things we have to fix up, we will.
It's got them big jumbo willy bobs. What are they? They're a 16-inch wide, 15-inch rim, or are they 16 by... It says right there, upside down. 33 by 15 by 15. There you go, my
That's
bad.
pretty wild, but we got to change them to go smaller.
To match the converter and engine.
We wanted to get off the line, sub 2 seconds.
Get it by that 2-second mark. Anyway, we're going to rip into this rear section, this bar,
Yep.
and weld it in.
And we're going to shoot on the rear end. I don't know why it wasn't.
Yeah. So like it's just got stone chips and stuff. Because it never had a sheeted back end in it. So we'll attack that. Oh, that's welded in. Gonna grind back a couple of the welds, make it look a little bit pretty. Happy days. Probably forgot to mention the reason why we cut that out. The fuel cell obviously was either up the front or it was a tiny one that used to sit somewhere, don't know. Though the fuel cell that it's gonna run, that bar was a lot closer forward and you couldn't sit that fuel cell inside there. So I've cut it, moved it back to be able to mount the fuel cell in there.
Memphis Grill Club? Not bad, there's a skull on it.
Memphis.
Memphis Grill Club?
Memphis Grizzlies.
No. Memphis Grill Club? When did you join them? You
batty, you guys.
Righto, so...
This is my car.
Yep.
What is it? Tell us more about it.
It's a aqua boat.
An aqua boat.
As opposed to a non-aqua boat.
An aqua duck.
It's an LX Torana X Overdose.
Righto, so what have you done, Oliver?
So it's called Toucan now. No, we had a really cool idea to call it, because it was called Overdose, call it Narcan.
What's Narcan?
Narcan reverses the effects of an overdose.
Yes.
Which is, what is the word for it?
Adrenaline.
Pure adrenaline. But what's the other word for Narcan? There's another, Narcan is the brand.
Yeah.
Then there's another,
Oh, yeah. I've
Like-
forgotten it. The drug name.
the drug actual name, not the brand. Anywho. Fucking ADHD. So, did that. Just film that.
So that's a new one.
Yeah, that used to be up here. Banged it back, welded it in, just painted it fresh with stone guard just to see how it looked.
Hammer tone.
What's next on the agenda? What else do we have to do?
We have to finish assembling the motor, which is nearly there. We were going to get it ready for summer nats, but we don't know if we're going to do that anymore. What else do we have to do? Have to readjust the whole seat position of the car, seeing that I am 5 foot tall and the guy who owned it was
Large and in charge.
a big guy. So move all that forward, get it wired, so that'll go, get that done, and then race Cuda Airway.
Shit, yeah.
And-
Naloxone.
what's that?
Naloxone.
Naloxone. I feel like there's something different.
No, it is naloxone. I know the box now.
Yeah. That's the
Narcan.
But it's not called
Oh, we
Narcan.
forgot to extend on that. Jorana thought it sounded too much like toucan. Don't know
Is
why.
it? Yeah.
So now the car, we just call it
We
Toucan.
just call the car toucan.
I don't care what you call it.
It's
What's
always
the other
called
side of the
Toucan.
car? It's Toucan.
Yeah, big beak.
Big beak.
Also got to adjust the steering column before you drop it down a bit.
What else do I have to do?
Pedals.
You did the brakes. You had to do some stuff to the brakes already. Did that already.
Yep.
I'll say it already one more time. People think we're productive.
I do have a list over there. Need to make a new engine plate. Have a look at the roll cage as well to see that suits IHRA tech specs. So got to fix a few things in that. What else do I have to do? Seat, as you said.
Steering column.
Motor in, wiring, go racing.
Gearbox tail shaft.
Yes, but then little things.
Yeah.
So
As
it's
in-
really not that far.
And big burnout.
Big burnout.
Big burnout.
Burn those tyres off because we don't need them.
If it turns them.
If it turns them and doesn't drag through the fronts.
Have we mentioned what the?
Tell me.
Are we saying what motor combination it is?
Already
Yeah,
done
we
that.
filmed it.
Oh, okay. This is my car.
It's a
my video.
JG355 West End performance build. Jake brakes. Why the fuck did I do
That's
this?
going in the start of the video.
Oh, fuck, man. Just to close that video off, because we didn't do an outro when we were doing all the fab work and all that jazz. This is the end of the video. But just before we do that, I have finished the interior off in the clubby and painted and seam sealed everything. So, a couple of photos here. See that much? The interior's all back in. Stop back there. You can sort of tell here I've had to cut, obviously, some of the seat out around here because the tub protrudes into this part of the seat. And it sort of comes into there. You can sort of tell, so. But it's not too bad. It actually feels sort of comfy because it's like more bolstered here. But it didn't come up too bad there. After having the boot open for 17 eons doing all the work in the back, the struts have failed, so that's cool. But all stone guarded in the back here. It's a bit blotchy, so I'm going to paint over it properly as well. But that's that done. New fuel system to come. So this AI surge tank is for sale and not going back in because that'll only fly up to about 800 horsepower. So a new surge tank was required to go in. I'll show you with the carpets in. You can't really tell that it's actually tubbed properly. Actually behind there. Tied it up a little bit. Can't really tell. Once a boot falls in, yeah. Trim little pieces up, make it sit a bit nicer. Happy days. But yeah, still waiting for the motor to be machined. Put the battery back in, new fuel system. Got a new manifold, 6 litre manifold. 102mm throttle body. So I'll get new injectors as well, 2000 cc's. And yeah, basically just playing the waiting game now. So you'll see more stuff to come on more episodes of the Calais Kids. So make sure you like, subscribe, and come back for more. Thanks, guys. See ya.